Welcome to Big Burner Podcast. My name is Dana Ohana, and this is the place where you're going to learn more about social media brand building and other marketing topics. On the previous episode, I spoke about common mistakes in marketing. The first one was that people expect different, like magic solutions, that everything will happen so quick, right? That there's going to be a winning formula that if you just follow this is it. Like you're going to go viral and that's it, and you're a huge success. And it doesn't work like this. It takes time to build a brand. It's an ongoing project. It's something you really need to work on. And I do recommend you to go listen to that episode. The second one that I spoke about was about that we're trying a lot of the time to be everything to everyone because we're trying to reach out to more people in less time with only one post, one video. But it doesn't work like this. We really need to work on niching down because by niching down, it means that we can be very more accurate with our message and more accurate with the people we're trying to reach out to. And that is how we can get a better rate of success because this is how we can not only just generate the right leads, but we can actually close more of those leads, right? And win them over. And today I want to speak about another common mistake, which I think it's one of the biggest one, which is the numbers. How many of you are familiar with the numbers of your business? And when I say numbers, I don't speak about those numbers that are relevant for your accountant or bookkeeper. I'm talking about numbers like your social media analytics, the insights on your website, for example, the analytics side. How many of you are actually familiar with this, and how much do you know about those numbers? Because I know not a lot of people are into the numbers, and numbers can get them very scared. And maybe you know how to look at the numbers, but you're not sure how to analyze the numbers. But there is the most important part, and this is the one of the common mistake is that a lot of people, because of their fear from from not knowing how to read the numbers and how to work with the numbers, they avoid the numbers. But if you avoid the numbers, it means that you don't have enough information to help you grow your business. Because by knowing the numbers and even the numbers of social media, which is huge, because if you don't know, like, who's the audience who's reaching out to your account and following you, if you don't know what type of content they like or not, because if you check the insights, right? You're gonna check like where they came from. For example, on YouTube, you can see who's subscribing to your channel, from where they're coming to watch the different videos, which video got you the most subscribers, and things like that. By using those numbers and looking at them and learning them, you can actually learn like what's working, what's not. And if you know what's working, what's not, you know what not to do anymore because your audience doesn't get it, doesn't feel any connection to this, doesn't do anything to them, versus to find out what they do love, which is going to help you to replicate it and do more things like that, which is going to help you to even grow more, right? As well, if you look at analytics on Instagram, you want to know who's the audience who's following you. You want to know which content people save the most, share the most, comment the most, came to visit your profile, clicked on the bio link. You want to know all of that because you want to know what's working, what's not. If you're not going to check the numbers, so how can you know what's working, what's not? How can you actually use those like numbers? Because to build relationship with your audience, and what I mean with that is that by me knowing the numbers, I know what my audience wants, and then I can work on it. By me doing so, it means that I'm showing my audience that I listen to them, I see them, I understand what they want, I understand their needs, and that is why I can come with more content that's going to help them with this. I can come with more things that can help them to find a solution to the problem, to help them feel a bit more at ease with a challenge or pain point they experience. And that's the purpose of the numbers. It's really going to help you to take your business from stagnating to growing because the numbers tells you everything, even on your website. If you check the numbers, you know how many people are coming to your website, but it's not how many of them are clicking to come to your website, but what are they clicking on? Maybe they're not clicking on anything, especially if you do, for example, Google ads and stuff like this. So yes, so you bring the traffic to the website, but are they actually doing something? That, for example, can teach you as well a lot because I can say, okay, My website doesn't bring me business because I don't get the traffic, or because I do get the traffic but they're not doing anything on the website, which means that something in my website is not working, then I need to go and fix it. Or if I don't get the traffic, it means that I need to work on getting more traffic, so I can use Pinterest, for example. I can do more campaigns, I can do different things. And that is why it's very important to learn the numbers. And I know a lot of us are struggling with the numbers because we don't like it, maybe from school even. But it is very, very important. Even when you do a newsletter, you want to check the numbers. You want to see what was working, what's not, because you don't want to do, the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again but expecting different outcome. That's what happens if you don't check the numbers, if you don't know the numbers, if you don't know how to work with those numbers. Because you're going to be repeating maybe the same type of content because you think it maybe work, but you didn't really check the numbers. And then, but it's not working. And then you're not making any changes. And then you're losing followers. You're not getting business out of it. And then you're basically creating content that's going to bring you almost nothing in the results. When I was working in marketing for corporates, I always worked with the numbers. I always need to work with reports about from sales, from social media, from everything. Like it's super important. Other numbers, for example, you also need to know with your business. It's like how many leads you generated, how many of them you won over. And through that, to start analyzing and understanding what's working and what's not. And that's the thing with marketing. If you're trying to find like a type of a winning formula, which there is not, but like one of the parts of the formula that you can actually look at, it's the numbers. Learn them, analyze them, get as much as you can out of them. And if you don't have enough, you're more than welcome to collect even more, because that's what you need to do. Every activity you do, okay, especially if you do like a big launch of something, or for example, let's say you hosted a webinar, you also want to know, okay, where they came from, what helped me to get the more, okay, how many eventually came on that webinar, how many of them actually bought the product that I'm trying to sell at the end. This is how you work with us. And I think once you're going to do that, you're going to have a better clarity about, okay, I know where I am now. I know what else, like, what do I need to improve, what's not. And it's all about learning the numbers. I really recommend for you to do so. If you're not sure how to look at the numbers, or like on where to look at the numbers, or how to analyze the numbers, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. I'll teach you how to do so, because I said it's very crucial. You want to know what's working and what's not. And through that, you want to engage and communicate it with your audience and really show them that you see them. And this is how, by the way, you're going to build relationship with them. You're going to gain their trust. And through that, you're going to build a community for them, which means you're going to build a strong brand. And that is what you're trying to do. You're trying to build something that's going to be here for the long run. So, as I said, if you're not sure, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. You can search for Big Consulting on the different social media platforms. And I really hope that you're going to start using the numbers. And if you are already using, share it with me. I would love to hear what you think is working for you and what's not.